The Steam Medieval Festival is going on at the moment for the next couple weeks at least, and I thought we would check it out and see a bunch of good deals that are going on at the moment within this thing. And in fact, several games that are at their lowest they've ever been. And we're going to begin with Medieval Dynasty. You live in a medieval world. It's very much an open world, sandbox, medieval sim. The Sims in medieval times, if you want, with a little extra killing. It is at 50% off at the moment for $17.49. This one, you go in, you start out with just like building your cabin, and slowly but surely people come in and you become like the leader of the town. You can go out into this expansive open world and hunt and whatever else you want to do here in Medieval Dynasty. That's the first one on our list. Next up, we have Yield, Fall of Rome by Billion Worlds, published by Data Lake Entertainment. This is set in, well, after the fall of Rome, hence the name. It is sitting at 60% off right now for $7.99. In this one, it's very similar to something like, or clearly inspired by, like a civilization. You build yourself a town, you send out some settlers, build more towns, build warriors and archers, and slowly conquer, in this sort of board game, strategy game style, conquer the ancient or medieval world that's out there. Kind of like a mix between Civilization and Polytopia, probably the best comparison there. Next up, we got Roadwarden. This is a text-based RPG by Moral Anxiety Studio and Assemble Entertainment. It is sitting at 70% off at the moment for $3.29. This is like a choose-your-own-adventure medieval style. You're this dude that runs around in this very open world, even though it's a text-based, for the most part, game. But a lot of fun. I've spent a good amount of time on this one and traverse the medieval world, and there's a lot of reading, but it's a good fun game. Next up, we got Yes, Your Grace. This one fits the Medieval Dynasty or Medieval Festival quite well because it is all about being a king or a lord of your lowly kingdom. Again, in this sort of like choose your own adventure where you're sitting on your throne, people come to you and ask you questions, and you send them to the dungeons or you send them away, and also you're trying to deal with rebels outside and your daughter and your wife and all of this stuff as king. And it has a pretty neat story as it progresses. It's by Brave at Night, published by No More Robots, and it is sitting at 85% off right now for $2.99. Next up, we got King of the Castle. I put this one in there because I enjoy this one. This is probably better if you're like a streamer or if you got a good multiplayer kind of a thing. I think you can play it single player. But it is by Tributary Games, published by Team 17, and you are the king of the castle. And the leader, or the streamer, or whoever's in charge, kind of runs the place while all the friends or people watching contribute or try to sway the choices in the game. Now, you can play it for free if you're watching a streamer or whatever, but if you want to play it on your own, of course, you have to own the game. And you also get some perks if you own it. But normally the game's $10. Right now, it's 75% off for $2.49 if you wanted to pick up King of the Castle. Next up, we got Of Life and Land. This is a charming settlement building strategy game, they call it, by Kurzavin and Metaroot. Yeah, it's a colony builder. The thing that sort of changes this from other colony builders is you end up against multiple colonies. You build your village, and then you expand in the other regions. You trade, and you can take control of those and build into those. Very a grid-based, kind of Banished-like medieval settlement builder, sitting at 50% off at the moment for $12.49. Came out, actually hit 1.0 this year, back in May. Speaking of the grid-based colony builders, we got Settlement Survival, which is another city-building game set in this medieval style by Gleamer Studio and published by Team 17. It is sitting here at 66% off at $6.79. And this is the same idea. It's just one city that you're building here, and there's a little bit of, like, you know, disasters come in, you got to kind of deal with those, but it's also a kind of a relaxed settlement builder. There's a lot of decorations you can use to kind of pretty your town up, and that's kind of the emphasis on this one. Next up, we have Terrascape, a floating island builder. This is kind of like a puzzle medieval builder. If you're familiar with Dorfromantic, it's like that, just more medieval, building castles and things, by Bitfall Studios and published by Stray Fawn Publishing. You've got these cards, and you place down like a lumber mill next to trees, get you points. Putting houses out there next to a tavern get you a bunch of points, and slowly but surely you build up this town. It's very pretty once it gets built up, and it's a lot of fun. It's one of those, I call these my, when I'm sick and I can't record or stream, I play these kinds of games. These are my sort of relaxing build little towns kind of games. Anyways, it is 40% off at the moment. The lowest it's ever been, as with all of these, for $8.99. Rising Lords is up next. Medieval turn-based strategy game by Argonwood and published by Deck 13. Came out here early last year in full release. There is a demo here on the Steam page for a lot of these, by the way. This one is sitting at 40% off for $11.99. This one is turn-based. You build yourself a town, and I'm going to reference a very old game. Those of you that know the old game, it'll make sense to you, but this is very Lords of the Realm-like. You're managing your little your plot of land, sending your peasants out to farm or cut trees, use those resources to build up armies, and then move those armies into the neighboring regions and fight their things, and then slowly grow and grow and grow over that. But anyway, turn-based tactics, medieval style. Speaking of turn-based tactics, we have Inkulinati. This is a turn-based strategy game straight from medieval manuscripts. You know the weird like drawings on, if you've ever seen a medieval manuscript, they got these weird cats and ducks with bows and trumpets in strange places they shouldn't be. That's what this is inspired by. This is Yaza Games made this one and published by Deadlock Entertainment. You are those strange creatures in those medieval manuscripts, and you're fighting a turn-based tactical game. It came out here early last year, and it is sitting at 70% off right now. Puts it at $7.49 at the moment. We have Cataclysmo up next. Build your fortress brick by brick, by Digital Sun and published by Hooded Horse. This is a stronghold defense game. Build up your town, but the emphasis is on building your stronghold. And it's kind of, I would say it's like a stronghold meets Lego, where your walls are built piece by piece, brick by brick, as you slowly build your walls up. It's a lot of fun being able to sort of piece together your castle without any sort of like pre-made walls. You are putting the walls in. And, of course, swarms and swarms of things come in trying to tear you down. This is sitting at 40% off right now at $17.99. I should mention I've got videos on, I think I got videos actually on all of these. And I'll put a pinned comment in the description, and I'll put a link to my video of these. If you want to see a little bit more of it, there's the Steam page will be in the description for each of these as well. If you have any questions about them, though, I've played them all, so ask away, and I will do my best to answer them. Next up, we have maybe my favorite game so far this year, and that is Foundation. I love Foundation. I've been playing it for a long time. It hit 1.0 here in January of this year by Polymorph Games, and it is on sale at the moment. It is sitting at 33% off, puts it at $23.44, which is actually not the lowest it's ever been. It's the lowest it's ever been in 5 years. So we'll give it points for that. I had to mention it because it's one of my favorites. This one is a very laid-back medieval city builder, gridless. Place down the citizens actually build their own houses. You give them a plot of land and they build their houses. You can build the taverns and whatever else. Plus, there's also like your manor and your taverns and things like that. Monasteries, you can build them however you want. A very relaxing city builder, and a very organic city builder is probably the best way of describing it. Along with the good deals and the sales they've got, there's a couple of demos that came out I want to make sure and mention because I'm not sure if they're actually officially along with this festival, but they just came out, and I want to make sure and point them out. And that is Nova Roma is the first one. I've mentioned this one a few times, but the demo is out now as of the 5th of December. This is if you played Kingdoms and Castles, it is like that, just Roman style, and you go out and build colosseums and appease the gods in this Roman style of settlement builder by Lion Shield and Hooded Horse. The other demo I want to mention is Queen's Domain. This is a fantasy action RPG, walk around, hacking, and slashing in this very classic style by Freshly Baked Games and published by Future Friends Games. The demo just hit here on the 4th of December in this very old-timey style of hack and slash. This is a Steam festival, but I want to make sure and mention that there's a lot of deals going on right at the moment. A lot of different stores have one. I'll mention one other one. We'll go to Fanatical right now because they're having a bundle festival, which I thought was intriguing. For instance, you can do this prestige collection. You build your own bundle, and so if you get, say, you get 3 games, they're $7.25 per each. So games like Keep Driving or Doom Eternal and what's another one in here? House of Legacy. Throw each of those in there. Or My Time at Sandrock is also a very good one to throw in there, and you can get them for extra cheap over here on Fanatical. And if you get something from Fanatical, it gives you a Steam key, so you can just pop it in over on Steam, so you don't have to like have multiple stores or whatever. There's another one in here which I thought was interesting, which is the RPG Mystery Bundle. So for 3 mystery keys, or 1 mystery key even, $1.49, $3.69 for 3 mystery Steam keys. What are they going to be? I don't know. I tried looking through here to see if there's some sort of hints at what you might get. It's an RPG. So who knows what you're getting. If you want to gamble with a mystery bundle, there you go. There's Fanatical. And finally, I want to mention Songs of Six, which is on sale this weekend. This is not part of the Medieval Festival, but I got to mention it because it is free this weekend until December 8th. Songs of Six is take Dwarf Fortress and ramp it up on steroids. You start out with a small little city, and slowly but surely you build yourself into a metropolis and an empire, all still being developed by Gamatron AB. And it's a pretty good sale, 25% off at the moment, but most importantly, it is free here until the 8th if you catch this video quick enough. But there you go. There is the Medieval Festival. If you find some other stuff that's out there that needs mentioning, let me know. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.